This video will be closely related to the one that describes the traditional grip. However, I wanted to give everyone a little historical background as to why we do what we do and where it came from. So, a long time ago, not sure exactly when, because the place that these records would have been stored in actually fell into the Rhine River several hundred years ago. So we only have documentation back up about 500 years or so. However, as far as we can tell from the records that do exist, the type of drumming that we do is called rudimental drumming. And we believe that the first rudiment was written either in the part of France that's up next to Switzerland, or in actually the city of Basel, Switzerland, was where our first rudiments kind of come from. And they were used to relay commands on the battlefield. So the Swiss mercenaries at the time were being hired out by a lot of different countries, and those other countries in Europe saw what the Swiss were doing and said, hey, that's a really smart thing to use a drum beat as a cadence to coordinate moves so that you can move large pieces of things together with several people. So, it spread through Europe, and then it came over to the Americas on the Mayflower, I believe. There's actual documentation that they had a rudimental drummer on board there. So came over to the Americas, and so as Americans we have stolen it from Europe and from the British. So since then, obviously, we've all kind of done our own little takes on it. It's turned into different things in different countries. But you might be asking yourself, why is this surface tilted? And it's because the carrying mechanism of the day was a strap that was slung over one shoulder, and the drum was tied onto the strap somehow or hooked on, and it was pushed forward with the left leg. So the drum leaned this way, probably a little bit forward depending on the weight of the person carrying it, and that's why this traditional grip was created, because obviously you're not going to play a tilted drum with a match grip thing, or your arm's going to get tired up here. So they made this underhanded grip, which allowed the left hand to relax, just like you're not smartly going to play with the traditional grip on a flat surface, because then your right arm is going to get tired up here. So that's a brief description of the history of the art of rudimental drumming in a nutshell.